on Coronation Street.
Cup of tea.
Oh.
And a letter.
Oh?
It'll be from those Barclay people. I know what it's going to say. Thank you for attending the interview and your interest in Barclay International. We send them. Come on, aren't you going to open it?
Well, I don't need to. Just tell me what it says.
Oh, come on. I want to know what people say when they turn a job down. We don't get many of them.
Oh, just details.
Posh paper.
Well, they have a course in London before you go. If you were going.
Barclay International Orientation Week. I like it, orientation.
How do you mean?
Well, people, you know, going to the Orient. Nice one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all them interviews and they never mention it. As soon as someone says no, tar, they want to spend all week telling you about it.
Well, I didn't actually say no, Dad, did I?
You can't go to Kuala Lumpur.
But you don't just say no to people, do you?
If it had been a couple of years, I'd agree with you, but a couple of months is nothing.
It's more than that. And anyway, what about that mate of yours from school? What's her name? Gloria.
Oh, Gloria.
Oh, first time, wasn't it?
Just lucky. Well, unlucky in her case. But so what?
Well, maybe I'm firing blanks.
Oh, for pity's sake.
Well, you don't know, do you?
This were it last night, wasn't it? And I thought you were just tired.
Well, nobody could say we haven't been trying, could they?
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
I'm being serious.
And I'm being serious. When you're saying push, I'll be one that's doing the pushing.
No, you won't. Not if something ain't... Well, clicking, you won't.
Has somebody been talking to you? You're not a worrier, you. Not unless someone starts you worrying.
Just something that somebody said in the pub.
Who?
Nobody.
I'll kill the cow, that's all there is to it.
No, you won't.
I will.
You won't. You show me up enough as it is. She weren't being nasty.
Oh, so it was her. She's winding you up. I'll wind her neck up for her.
Will you stop reading that? You drive yourself daft.
Well, you've got to sort of imagine it, haven't you? You think, well, you do. Can't help it.
Kuala Lumpur. I mean, you've only got to say it and you know it's not on, don't you? Kuala Lumpur. Where is it, anyway?
Well, it's...
Kuala Lumpur. Where's Raquel? Oh, she's off in Kuala Lumpur. I mean... And why would they want aromatherapy in the middle of a jungle anyway?
Well, they don't. It's a big city.
All right, it's a big city, but it's still in the middle of a jungle.
You don't know anything about it.
And what do you know about Kuala Lumpur?
They've got the tallest skyscraper in the world.
In Kuala Lumpur?
As a matter of fact.
Who's told you that?
The woman. She said it's like where they build in the 21st century, all amazing and sophisticated like. That's the downtown area. Of course there are places where you don't go, but you could say that about Manchester.
Yeah, but we've got trams. Have they got trams?
I don't know whether they've got trams.
Well, you tell them. You're not going anywhere that hasn't got trams. But seriously, though, couldn't you come up with something a bit closer to home? See you later.
Would you know it? I wouldn't. It's not the same place. It is, you know. Well, I can't get my bearings at all. They've moved the door. Have they moved the door? No, no, that's the same. Well, I wouldn't know it.
I'm Maureen. Ah, this is my mum. She used to run this place.
Oh,
she's told me all about you, know. She's a real blabbermouth. I know everything.
Oh, she's not reliable, you know. Mind, neither am I, because I forget a lot since my stroke. But I suppose it's a blessing. And if you plunked me down here, I'd never have known where I was.
Yes, well, it has changed.
Well, I hope so, or I am getting bad.
Oh, of course, you're here for the wedding.
Oh, aye. Oh, you best sell me a box of hankies.
Did you forget something?
When they offered you this job, did they know you were married? Did they? Because, I mean, who would go offering a woman a job in Kuala Lumpur without asking if she was married? Without asking if she had any impediment, like her husband? I'm stupid, me. I've only just cottoned on. Come on. You might as well admit it. They don't know you're married. Do they? What did you do with your ring?
I took it off.
Well, now I know. That's all right. Going to work.
Morning.
Aye. Well, where is she?
She's in the bathroom, I think.
Is she in a bit of a state?
In a state?
Yeah, big tiz.
No, I've only just got her up. And it wasn't easy. You remember Tracy getting her up, Miss Van Winkle?
On her wedding day?
Yeah, same old routine, reassuringly familiar.
Ah, you just haven't noticed, being a man. She's probably up there having the heebie-jeebies. Tracy, you coming down, love? Your gran's here.
So, anyway, Blanche, how are things at Emily's?
Oh, fine. It's very obliging, isn't he, that Mr. Oh, wouldn't you know?
You mean Percy?
Yeah, Percy, that's right. Nothing is too much trouble.
Oh, well, very glad to hear it.
Emily'll come round to help out, she says.
Oh, well, we've got enough, but I think she'd like to, really.
Oh, no, love.
Morning. How you, Gran?
And how are you feeling?
I'm all right.
Could you eat some breakfast, love?
Of course I can eat breakfast.
EBGBs.
Are you all right, young man?
Yeah.
Well, if you sat there a while, I thought maybe you were poorly.
I'm fine. I'm just thinking. Oh. Thank you.
Now, are you sure you're all right?
Yeah.
Mum, it does not take me all day to put my dress on and do my hair.
Ken, tell her, will you?
Tell her what?
Tell her to get worked up or something.
You're daft.
Somebody's got to get excited with it being a wedding day.
I'm not getting married till 2:30, Mum.
This is 2:30 today.
You were exactly the same.
I was not.
That's something I do remember, just like this one.
Well, I was hiding it.
Anybody would have thought you had an appointment at the optician's.
I had palpitations. I ought to know.
Suppose you are. You've done it often enough. Sorry, joke.
Let's see what you get in wedding, any road.
Hello, Weatherfield 8827. Oh, yes, of course. Hello. Oh. Right. Well, are you concerned at all? Oh, no, I didn't mean... Yeah, right, well, is that all you know? I mean, it's not as if there's been... No, right. Yes, you did the right thing. Yes, the minute you do. Thank you. Bye. Robert didn't come home last night.
Oh, well, it's that night.
Yeah, but they can't find him this morning. They don't know where he is.
Well, I think...
Look at that, the hell's coming down.
You get nothing made properly nowadays.
It's brand new, practically.
Practically.
Ken, where do you keep your needles and your sewing things?
Ah.
Aren't they proper to Emily's?
No need to mention it, you think?
Yeah. Listen, have they been in touch with, the best man?
You couldn't get an answer.
Well, stag night. Tell them to stop panicking.
You get nothing.
Because one of the other girls said
What?
that they don't like taking on married women. Barclay International don't, so... I mean, it wasn't just me. It wasn't really a big thing.
Wasn't it?
Well, I realise it is, the way you say it now, but it wasn't like you think.
Like I think. You tell me. What am I supposed to think?
Oh, don't, Curly. I've said I'm sorry. It was just daft. But you want to get a job these days. You've got to do things.
Did you know that there was jobs going abroad then? Is that it?
No.
What's the name of this company? Oh, yes. Barclay International.
Well, that doesn't mean anything. Everybody calls themselves international, don't they? The flipping model agency in Russia called themselves international. They never got me a job in Hong Kong or Kuala Lumpur. I never thought they would.
This lot did.
They offered it me, that's all. Nobody said anything.
They didn't just say to you, there's a job going in Kuala Lumpur if you want it.
They did, more or less.
No, they didn't.
They did. They said you will want to go away and think about it. I said that. I told you.
Before they got to that bit, they must have asked you at some point, are you prepared to think about a job abroad? And you must have answered them, and you must have said yes.
Well, you just...
Oh, come on, Raquel, for pity's sake. I ask people that question all the time. Are you prepared to work in Ashton or Stockport or... Don't tell me that they didn't ask you, or you missed it when they did. You took your ring off. And then you said, yes, I'm prepared to work abroad.
It doesn't mean I'm going to.
And then they offered you a big flashy job in a big hotel in flashy Kuala Lumpur in the middle of Borneo or wherever it is. And did you say no?
They didn't want me to say yes or no then, not there and then.
Well, they wouldn't, would they? They wouldn't expect you to. But then again, they're not your husband.
You're crucifying me, Curly.
You want to go, don't you?
Anybody'd want to if it came along. There's all sorts of things that you'd want to, but it doesn't mean that you...
Admit it. You want to go, don't you? And I'll tell you what you want me to do next, shall I? You're going to say, I couldn't go. It's impossible. It's just a dream. Because I'll stop here with you and wave goodbye to me life. You won't say that. But I know it. Oh, and here's the good bit. I'll talk you into it. This is your big chance. You can't stay here with me, because I'm only... It's the same as Maidenhead, Raquel. Only this is the big one. So we'll skip all that, shall we? Because we both know it. I'm going for a walk.
There you are. How's that?
Yeah, that's great. I should learn to sew one of these days. Do you like it? I got it from Oxfam.
You can't. You've got to have a new dress to get married in.
Mum, we've had this conversation.
Oh, call me old-fashioned.
I don't know, something old, something new.
You've got something new. I mean, it's not all make do and mend.
Shoes.
Well, that's something at least. Let me see. Child, you can't get married in them.
Why not?
You can't get married in navvy boots. Tell her. Oh, Tracy.
Can I come in?
Oh, of course, yeah. Any news?
No sign.
What? Has something happened?
Has nobody told her?
Well, we were waiting for something a bit more definite.
What's happened?
Is there any more? Do you know any more?
There's not a sign.
Tell me.
Robbie didn't come home last night.
Oh, is that all?
He's not come home. There's no sign of our Robert, and there's no sign of his best man.
Have you checked?
The hospital police, I mean, there's definitely not been...
Done all that. His mama worried sick. Nout. Me, I've got my own ideas.
And?
I can't wrap it up. I'm no good at all that. But being fair to the lass, I think it best you start thinking...
Thinking?
You might as well cancel the register office, like.
You know your own limitations, Mr. Preston, don't you? Diplomacy isn't your strong suit.
You might think I'm being hard, but the closer it gets to 2:30, the worse it'll be for you. So?
Look, Mr. Preston, I know you don't really want Robbie to marry me, and I'm sorry, but Robbie does. And nobody is cancelling the registry office.
Look, Tracy, I've naught against you. I've given him my advice, that's all. In fact, it's my advice to the pair of you, so happen it's my fault. But I reckon he's done a bunk.
He has not done a bunk. He'll turn up. I'll just go and try this on.
What if something's happened to him?
Mum, nothing has happened to him. He'll be there at 2:30.
You seem very sure.
I am. He loves me.
Hiya. Oh, I've got you in the middle of something.
Oh, not really.
It's just someone came over asking, did I know anyone who did aromatherapy, and I didn't know whether to put them onto you or not. It's just I don't know where you're going to be working and stuff. If they call again, just...
Yeah, well, best, Oh, I don't know.
Oh, sorry. Oh, did it not go too well, the interview and that?
No, it went all right.
Well, what's...
Oh, you haven't got time.
No, I have.
Wait a minute, you mean you haven't been round to the house?
Whose house?
Paul's house, the best man.
Like I said, we've been ringing and ringing and ringing all morning.
But you didn't even bother to go round.
I was around there early, there's nobody there.
Well, before you start to cancel the register office, I'm going round.
You really are a guinness, aren't you?
I've made no secret of it.
What's Tracy done to you?
I'm saying nout. It's hard enough bringing them up these days, I know that, but they don't all end up on drugs.
She made a mistake.
There's enough druggies round our way as it
And
is.
as it happens, she paid for it, and she's not the only one. So don't you come round here telling me...
I think your son probably knows her better than you do, Mr. Preston. Tracy!
Yeah?
We want to go and see Paul.
We did say, talking, you know, say there's a job going in London and he won't go to London. He said north of Watford and he'd think about it. And they say Kuala Lumpur.
That sounds like south of Watford to me. Definitely east of Watford.
Oh, it is, definitely.
Well, it's nice to have the offer, innit, eh? Even if you don't go.
No, it's not.
What kind of place is it? Where is it? I mean, I'm no good at geography.
No, it's out there, Hong Kong, Singapore, that way. They showed us a video. Oh, the hotel in the video, it was out of this world. I mean, I know it can't all be wonderful and like Hollywood and everything. I'm not stupid, but... honestly... oh, it was out of this world.
How long for?
Well, you sign a contract for a year.
Well, a year ain't forever, is it?
No. You do this course, that'll be in London this month, and then you go. For a year. I didn't make you any coffee.
Oh, it's okay. I'd better...
No, please, if you've got time. I need to talk to someone. It's the old joke, you know. I don't know what to think till I hear what I say.
Okay.
After all that, I've no coffee.
Look, it doesn't matter.
I suppose I've been a bit busy. Would you have said no?
To the job? Out there?
Would you?
What's the money like?
Oh, believe me, it won't put you off.
Probably go like a shot then. But I'm not married, am I?
See, I've only just got in myself. So if there was anybody been ringing, well...
Yeah, well, we were wondering if he'd left a message.
Well, I wouldn't see him, see, because I do early turn, me. I'm out the house 4 o'clock in the morning.
Are you sure he's not come home?
It's not Buckingham Palace, love. He's not hiding in the West Wing.
No, but...
You want to see his bed? You can do. It's not been slept in.
Yeah, but, I mean, aren't you worried about him?
He's a big lad.
He's also my daughter's best man. Well, I mean, he's my daughter's boyfriend's best man.
I know, love, I know. Have you tried Greg?
Who's he?
Oh, he were with him. Stag Night King is Greg.
Well, where would we find him?
Have you got a car?
Yes.
Well, I'd leave it here and walk, and I'll try and keep an eye on it for you.
Here, I hope she's remembered, you know.
Who? What?
Your mum. She's supposed to be helping with the food for the wedding.
She's not gaga yet, you know. She'll remember.
Here's me. I've been up since 8 o'clock this morning cleaning so she could be free. How's Scamper, have you heard?
Scamper? What's to do with him?
Well, the vet don't know. That's what's worrying her.
Is he bad?
You're not interested, are you? That's kids all over.
I can't be interested if she doesn't tell me.
It's terrible to see an animal suffer, isn't it? I'd have a dog myself, you know, but they die on you, don't they? And I'm that soft-hearted me.
I know.
But they suffer with dignity, don't they, animals? I mean, they just lie there, don't they? Not moaning or groaning. Not like some I could mention.
Sick dog. She certainly knows how to work Vera, your mum.
Eh? You've been talking to Gary, you.
Oh, give up. But Judy, if I was talking to your Gary, it wasn't because I was chatting him up.
No, you're chatting him down this time. You've got him talking rubbish.
I only said...
I know what you said. You said, oh, maybe he's infertile.
Well, you have been trying for a while, haven't you? You've been running it on the front page.
You don't talk to Gary about, love, life, sex, marriage, or reproduction, right?
All right. Just leaves motorbikes.
Or motorbikes.
Are you open?
Yeah, I guess we are.
Pint, please.
You're not working today?
No.
You not got a touch of hot dog distemper and all, have you?
Yeah, right.
Hello. This is Tracy's mother. I'm her father.
Oh, right.
We're looking for the best man.
Well, actually, we're looking for Robert. We might manage without the best man, but we can't manage without the groom.
Oh, yeah. Oh. We had a good night, like.
Was Robert all right when you saw him last?
Was all right, yeah. Had a few, like.
Yes, but where was he when you were,
Do you mind if I get myself a glass of water? Did he not get home, then?
Ah, no.
Oh. Didn't he? Right.
Greg, what do you know? Do you know something?
Oh, well.
Well, I know there's been a minor crisis this morning. Deirdre came round to borrow my sewing basket.
It wouldn't be a wedding without.
Oh, and there's a major crisis in the cake department to do with the fondant icing.
Now that's serious.
But apparently the military have a trick with uncooperative icing. I believe it was the salvation of the 8th Army. And all will be well and the world will never know.
Oh, that's a relief.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're just idly chatting.
No, it's all right. I just want to get back.
Are we talking about Tracy's wedding? Have you been invited?
No, well, I don't really know her.
Oh, I hope it works out for her. There's nothing much that does. Oh, see, I don't know where that came from.
Do you know what? I've forgotten my purse. Will you trust me, Maureen? It's just coffee, sugar and a small brown
Of course. No, let me put them in a bag for you.
No, it's all right. I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Why? Why? Why would you lock anybody up inside a container?
It was only meant to be a laugh. He were far gone, like. We told him he was home. Said we wouldn't turn lights on so as not to disturb his mam. She works early turn, you know.
This is my daughter's wedding day.
Well, he's not here.
I'm sure there was more containers here last night.
Aye, would have been. I've just checked. There's 2 gone out this morning, early. Was it a part loaded you put them in?
Yeah, had cases in it, yeah.
Well, they've been consolidated and sealed. They've gone.
Where have they gone?
Well, it's export, isn't it? I think it's Saudi Arabia they go.
No, where did they go this morning?
They go to Trafford Park, don't they? Container terminal.
Right, that's where we're going.
This gets to your boss, young fella, you'll be out of a job. I'm warning you, though. They'll be sealed for customs, them containers. There's nobody can open them.
You look like you've got the cares of the world on your shoulders.
I have.
Oh. What you want to talk about?
No.
Fair enough. You haven't lost your job, have you? You know, sitting here.
No. I just decided to give myself some time off.
You look like you've lost something.
The reason for living, that's all.
I know just what you mean.
You say you think it was a red one, do you?
Well, it was dark, like, but I think it was, yeah. I'm sure it was. Because I work where they come in, like, and they usually are red ones.
Red ones, eh, sir? Well, take your pick.
I just thought there might be something I could do.
Do you know, I don't think there is.
Mr. Sugden's got the cake ready. Oh, we want somebody with a steady foot to take it down to the Rovers. Where are they all?
Well, Tracy's upstairs, and Ken and Deirdre have just slipped out.
Oh, everything must be under control to a very remarkable degree.
I wouldn't quite say that.
Oh?
They're out now looking for the groom. He's disappeared.
Oh.
The father's been round and said they should cancel. But they haven't, mind.
Oh.
Yet.
Oh, was Tracy taking it?
Well, it's funny you should say that.
It always happens. It always happens to me.
Oh, Tracy, Tracy.
It's not fair.
Well, whatever you do, you mustn't blame
And I've been
yourself.
eating jelly for weeks. Look at that. I've been growing them, and all I did was open a drawer. It always happens.
I could never grow my nails.
Has my dad got any super glue, do you think? At least it's not the hand that the ring goes on.
They've been onto your works, and they've got the identifiers for your containers. That tells us where they're supposed to be going and what line and everything.
And?
They were onwards for the Middle East, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, so we were told.
I hate to tell you this, but your mate's container could be on the ship in Liverpool by now. It wouldn't have come through here, that one.
Well, we're going to have to get back to Tracy.
It couldn't be on a ship already.
Oh, I'll have the dispatch for particular sailings. You ask him to get one of them boxes back off, it's no joke.
Look, it's no joke for him if he's locked in that container.
It's very serious, madam.
You useless creature, you're going to stay on this job until it's sorted.
Somebody's got to tell his family.
Yeah, we got a daughter to get back to, and he's getting married today. Well, I just hope we're not arranging a funeral.
The pub's biggest pancake on it.
It'd be best to get some stuff out here. Then we'd have more room in the kitchen.
Oh, all right, love. Hey, Judy, start organising that corner, will you?
Okay.
Now, listen, it'll all be there, won't it?
Stop worrying.
Well, it's our first wedding, you know. It's not cheese, butter's a darts match.
What can I do for you? Keep the answer polite.
I always am, which is more than you can say for all your friends.
I choose my friends very carefully.
Just make it a pint. You can give your friend a message.
You can tell her yourself.
I know. She spoke to you, so you can take it back. It's lies. She knows it's lies. You tell her I don't know why she's being malicious, but I'm not laughing it off.
Should I tell her this in a sort of threatening tone, or what?
Any tone you think could go with a writ for defamation. Tell her.
Oh, is that the food for the wedding, love?
Right, just starting to get things organised.
Very nice. Nice to know you've no competition on your road.
You know you got no competition.
Oh, Lord.
You still here? You seem very quiet.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't mind moving, because we have to start laying things out.
Yeah, I do mind moving. I'm just sat here keeping myself to myself.
Well, we've got a wedding party coming in and we need to start getting things ready.
You shifted me.
Who's going to tell her, you or me?
Oh, God. And the Rovers will have done all the food.
Oh.
I'll tell her. You explain the bright side.
Aye.
Aye.
Tell him to go away. Tell him.
She were right, any road. It's turned up.
Oh, you're not supposed to see me at all before the wedding. We've got to have some traditions.
Greg's mum said you've been looking for me.
Yes, we've been looking for you.
Well, I'll come round in case Tracer upset, because it's okay. There's no problem.
Except that on the way back, we cancelled the register office.
Oh.
I am going to uncancel it, am I? If I can.
Oh, you didn't cancel it.
Tracy, they are unloading ships on Liverpool docks looking for this man.
What for?
Oh.
Hello. Yeah, it's Norman Watts here. Can you get Anne Malone for me, please? Anne.
Hello?
Yeah. Listen, something's happened. And there's going to be a change of plan.
Oh, yes, I'm ringing about the wedding that should have been at 2:30.
Oh, the lads sort of took me up in a shipping container, you know, for a laugh.
It's a shipping container.
Oh, don't worry, I know what they are. I've seen enough of them to last me a lifetime. So how are you here?
When the night shift lads found me, they let me out.
Found you? We went to that works. Nobody said they'd found you. They said you'd been sealed up and sent off to Saudi Arabia.
Deirdre, love, you're doing yourself no good. Now calm down.
Why did they tell us that?
Well, I said to the night shift lads, didn't I?
Said what?
Well, I said, like, don't let on they'd found me. You know, get Paul and Greg sort of worried, like.
We have been out of our minds.
But I told you that...
I'll ring the police and cancel the manhunt.
You'll need to ring the police because I'm going to murder him.
I thought you were out.
Maybe you could come and all.
I thought that maybe I could shoot the both of us if I can't have you. Only I haven't got a gun. I'm glad to say. At least it's Kuala Lumpur. At least it's not a bloke. Am I right?
There's no bloke. I'd never do that to you.
Well, there would have been a bloke in the long run. You can't go through your life without fancying anybody. You don't fancy me. It's all right. I know the truth. But then again, I always did. Didn't I?
Hello. Hello.
Well, I'm ready.
Yeah, well, not everybody could say the same.
It's a good job they're running late.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, am I all right?
Yeah.
Get this on you.
You seen Paul?
Is he not here?
Oh, he's got ring and everything.
You can't get wed without.
Hey, up summit meeting.
We don't know what's happened to Paul.
Be on his way to China.
So's Ring, then.
Oh, no, I knew something had gone wrong.
Something?
Well, just for...
I promised his memory I'd never take it off.
Well, considering what he has given her, I think he'd let that go.
Preston, we're ready for you now.
Oh, Mom. I love you.
You cried your eyes out the day we got married. You went into the ladies and you sobbed your heart out. I heard the woman in the office.
That was just...
Well, she came out of the ladies and she said, there's a girl in there sobbing her heart out.
Well, it was a very emotional day.
Were you crying for Des?
We said we'd never talk about that.
Or were you crying for me and all? Because you were marrying me and you didn't love me.
We promised. We both promised.
Now, if you'd been married to Des,
Blow, Des.
you wouldn't have took your ring off.
Des doesn't matter.
No. Don't suppose he does.
You're being horrible. There's all kinds of ways of loving somebody.
I know. Shall I tell you one way? The way I look at you when you're taking your makeup off. The way I look at you when you're doing your hair. And you don't even know I'm looking at you. Even when you're doing the washing up. And then I want you so much. I can't. I just can't.
Don't.
And it's so overwhelming. And the only overwhelming feeling you've ever had for me is either guilt or pity. I don't know.
That is a horrible thing to say.
And you give it me back the best you can, I know you do. But it's only chocolate money.
It isn't.
And it's nearly very, very convincing. But it's still chocolate money. Well, I'm a grown-up. And I need the other kind. Or not at all. Call them. And tell them that you're going. If you haven't already. No, you'll need this for London. I can get what I need in my briefcase.
Where are you going?
Anne Malone was supposed to do a sales conference. I told her I'm going instead.
There's no need.
There's no need to drag it on for days. Day after day. I'll be in Wigan for a couple of days. And when I come back, you'll be gone. It's best.
Somebody should, and I think it ought to be you.
As we still haven't got a best man, and nobody else is offering to make a speech.
Don't ask me, I couldn't make a speech to save me life.
Right, well, if you've all got your glasses filled. Well, I haven't got anything ready to say. And I know you're supposed to have a few jokes for these occasions, but I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. But to be honest, the day didn't start off on a very comical note. Mind you, there were one or two good punchlines, like the bridegroom was in a container. That was quite good. And we believe he's being shipped to Saudi Arabia aboard the SS Malacca Star. That got us going a bit, didn't it? Now, we may have panicked, but Tracy didn't bat an eyelid. And I think if the stag party had ended with Robert being fired off on a rocket to the moon, she'd have been perfectly sure that he'd have found his way back by 2:30. And I think that says something.
All my life, I felt I didn't quite fit in. School, everything. That's what we've got in common, wanting to be ordinary and not knowing why we're not. I never got picked. Rounders or anything. I never got picked. And I used to think, I will get picked one day. But I'll get picked for something really good. And you're sort of waiting to be picked. And then your proper life's gonna start. I got picked.
Well, I realise that comes very close to saying, I hope they deserve each other. Anyway, that's not a bad way of looking at it. There used to be something about marrying for better or worse, in sickness and in health, and for richer and poorer, none of which has been mentioned, so I suppose it's up to me to get a bit serious. Love means never having to say you're sorry. I don't know who said that, some fool. Don't you believe it, don't you believe it. We all do things that we regret. Petty things, stupid things, selfish things. And then, unless we're really stupid, we see how the bill for all that stuff mounts up. And the price becomes something that we really don't want to lose. And that's called feeling sorry. And sometimes it's it's a way of saying you remember how you feel today. And that will always be worth saying. So, every happiness. Tracy and Robert.
Tracy and Robert.
All the best, kids. Long life.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Honest, I'm dead sorry. I got the ring.
And where have you been, you big lump?
Don't ask.
No, right.
I'd probably just end up hating you. So it's best, innit? Philosophical answer. That's me.
You're a lovely, lovely man. And I'm sorry. You did me a lot of good. You made me believe in myself. And
I don't think I can take your gratitude. Not unless you really want to kill me. Leave the keys. Or throw them in the canal. I don't mind. But don't keep them. Because I couldn't go through this again.
All right, love. Well, be very happy. Look after her.
Well, if she'll let me.
Well, lovey, I never thought we'd be waving you off this afternoon.
You just like making a big fuss, you do.
Listen, I've got no advice on being married. Just stick with it and be happy. Bye. Bye now. Bye. Bye.
I felt like a father today. I mean, really.
Bit of a day.
Yeah. Didn't turn out too badly. I wonder if there's any champagne left.